Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Oh, they don't. They don't have that. Oh, we win the game. GG's. Huzzah! And we get there.
Monster kill.
And now that is the rest of that's the rest of the game. It is over for the opponent. So they had innocent blood. If you enjoyed the deck in today's video, you can purchase it from our sponsors at Card Kingdom, and for a limited time, you can get a Scoops Soldier sticker for free if you drop it in your order notes at checkout. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Historic 101. This week we've got a combo deck. That's right, Historic now actually has some sweet combos that aren't insanely broken and actually require a decent amount of setup, but when you pull them off, it's wonderful. So you might have seen me play like Luminous Kroxa in Pioneer, so naturally I had to try it when it came to Historic. So this is the sequel, that's why it's 2 Luminous, 2 Kroxa, much like Too Fast, Too Furious. Anyways, so the whole point of the deck is Solemnity. And pretty much that just got added through Amonkhet Remastered. 3-mana enchantment. Players can't get counters. Counters can't be put on artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or lands. That's right, dunks on Nissa too. And on the reason why that's great is because then you pair that with Luminous Broodmoth, where whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter on it. So that means you play Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. When it enters the battlefield, you sacrifice itself, and then when it enters the battlefield or attacks, each opponent discards a card, and each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. So this is very important, and that's because like Luminous Broodmoth is going to make it so that, you know, it wants to put a flying counter on Kroxa. Kroxa will never get the flying counter because Solemnity. So that means you'll just keep getting Kroxa coming into the battlefield over and over and over and over until your opponent discards their whole hand and then loses 3 life every time. And eventually you just burn them out. But on top of that, as a backup plan, since we do require a little bit of setup and some time, I threw in 9 lives. That means that, because like enchantments can't get counters, so 9 lives will never get a counter, so you'll never die as long as it's damage. However, loss of life does kill you. So we'll see how this deck does in a league. All right, we'll take the play. Double Thoughtseize, 0 combo pieces in hand, but I have 4 lands. We do have a Thrill of Possibility, so maybe I can try this. Yeah, I think I could try this because we get the we get access to a card draw, and we're on the we're on the play. Yeah, either way. All right, so it's probably elves, right? Oh, it's Mayhem Devil. Okay. So, let me think here. What's my out? Get rid of this. Sure. If they find a red source, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I think, you know what? I've got to do this. And, I mean, maybe Bolas' Citadel might just be better to get rid of, but... And we're going to go ahead and stomp the elf out so they stay on 1 land. And now we should be in the clear, right? Even if they draw a 2nd land, we've got time. We have an answer there, so... I don't even want to play Giant, to be honest with you. I feel like playing Giant is only going to get it killed. So, I'm just going to go ahead and... or go and get it, like, stolen. Sure. Let's discard a land. We've drawn Solemnity, so that's good. I could blow up the goose, but how much does that matter? Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and play Solemnity. Alright, get rid of Bolas' Citadel. And they can go ahead and play the Wosh Rider. That's not the end of the world. They have claimed the Firstborn, which is annoying, but... Yep, pass. If we do not find something to do this upcoming turn, we're in a lot of trouble. Like, I'm not gonna play the Giant into this Claim the Firstborn. Alright. So we blow up Wosh Strider. They can sack the goose if they want. And so now that's 6 cards in the yard, right? I have nothing to do. Alright, so I have Moth. Alright. Goose again from the opponent. Alright, so now we have 9 lives, Solemnity online, so we don't take any damage from them, right? Now I need to just pretty much resolve Mothra and hope that it doesn't get stolen. Sure. You got it. They take 2 for that. They swing in. We take nothing. They can sacrifice. They will get a scry out of it, which is a problem. But if we find any of our combo pieces now, we win the game. Kroxa, Fanatical Firebrand. Alright, and now we pass. Hopefully they don't find Priest of Forgotten Gods. That's the only thing that's a problem here. Oh, we win the game. We win the game here. So now we can choose between Kroxa or Fanatical Firebrand. That's up to them, but I think I'm going with Kroxa. Just why not? Do they have removal? If they have removal for the Mothra or our Luminous Broodmoth, we're dead. Or we're not dead, but we're going to be in trouble. Oh man, Blood Artist is also a good way to counter us too. Because every time one of our creatures dies, they gain a life. If I were my opponent, oh actually no, they couldn't have. They just got this last bit of mana. Alright. We got the combo off. Now we need to keep in mind that they do play Blood Artist, so we probably want to be able to name... Like, let me think here. What do we name? I think we want to get Coco with Gideon's Intervention and Grafdigger's Cage. Alright, and that should conclude it up. GG's. Alright, so now that that's been dealt with, they have... I want to bring in Leyline, Gideon's Intervention, that... Flame Sweep. Also, Heliod's Intervention. There's a lot of interventions in this deck. Innocent Blood doesn't seem great. Stomp. Stomp isn't bad, but I have to be mindful that it also turns off my Solemnity 9 lives. So, probably not. Although it is nice to be able to have a targeted removal for our opponents like Blood Artists. So, maybe get rid of that. Maybe we just want both sweepers, 0 stomps. Like, all 4 sweepers in. Thoughtseize is fine. Legion's End is fine. Lower one of these. Kroxa can go down one. Let me see. Like, it comes down to if they have, like, Graveyard Hate. If they have Graveyard Hate, I do need to be mindful of that. I feel like Thoughtseize isn't that great here either. Actually, I probably want to keep Thrill of Possibility. Take out all the discard. The discard just doesn't seem good here. And I'll keep this hand. Oh, actually, I should have mulliganed for a Leyline. I just realized that. We brought him in for a reason. But you know what? This is still okay. This is still not a bad hand. I'm pretty sure, though, how it always works is Scheffler gives me the Leyline on the 8th card. 9 lives. Sure. So they're going to get into an early 3-drop, which is a concern. We have to watch out for Coco. Yep. I think this is why I really want to get Leyline early, just because of the Thoughtseizes and the Mayhem Devils and stuff like that. Like, those are all just problematic cards. So, let's see. I mean, they get to choose one. It might be 9 lives, right? They care about that a little bit more. Like a sweeper, they're resilient to sweepers. Because they can always just Coco their way back into something. Grim Tutor is also a thing they could grab. I don't know. That's up to them. If I'm my opponent, though, yeah. Oh, wow. They care more about Bedevil. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just play Isolated Chapel. I think casting Thrill of Possibility here is going to be pretty important. Even if it means pitching a 9 lives. I'm keeping the Flame Sweep. Yeah, sure, you got it. I'll pitch the 9 lives here. I really do need to find something to do about this board state of theirs. They have Coco this upcoming. No, if they had Coco, they would have done it, right? Oh no, they wouldn't have. They would have saved it. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just go for Solemnity, right? Why not? If they have it, they have it. Like, if they have a Thoughtseize, that's gonna suck, but... Thought Sneeze? Is Thought Sneeze happening? What's more important here? Can they ping me down next turn? I think they could, right? I'm gonna play Solemnity. Hopefully they don't have something like Abrupt Decay. Or not Abrupt Decay, but like Assassin's Trophy. Alright, so they're gonna deal damage to me. Put me down to 13. Alright. So they sacked a food token when I think they meant to make one. That's kind of good news for us. If we draw a land here, we win the game. If we draw a land here, we win the game. That is untapped, of course. Okay. Alright, so next turn, if we get to keep both of our enchantments and whatnot, if we get to keep our Moth, we win the game. They had Coco, not surprised. Okay. So, Mayhem Devil deals damage. The question is now, do they have something that... They go off if they have Bolus of Citadel. Alright, they go off. So now it's how much mana can they make? And we're dead. That was the perfect card to have on top. Cannot win. We are dead. Cannot win now. Three, 6, 7, 8. Or they have 7 permanents right now. Oh no, I'm dead either way actually, because they ping me 9 times total. Because they attack, right? That's what? 1, 2. Sure. Play it out. Why not? Well, if this wasn't a tap land, we won the game. So, unfortunate for us. Fortunate for them, unfortunate for us. That's the way it goes. Yep. Just run it back. We'll keep this. Keep. So they can't Thoughtseize us anymore, unless, of course, they use Rex Sage. That's fine. And now they can go ahead and figure out what they want to do. Like, I mean, they can't Thoughtseize us anymore. Elf is good. Let's see what I find here. Flame Sweep's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to need the Flame Sweep. That's going to be a solid card. Do they have Mayhem Devil, though? That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Oh, nice. Alright, so we're definitely sweeping this turn. And then we're going to go and just pretty much cast Thrill of Possibility. Sure. Opponent gets a goose out of it. I'm going to keep the card draw and pitch the land. Alright. So now we have 2 of 3 combo pieces, right? So if we can get Solemnity to stay on board. Right now, Leyline is probably good fodder for like a Rex Sage. Alright, Priest of Forgotten Gods, you got it. Yeah, I'll kill both of those. That's fine. I don't want them to have either one of those. Priest of Forgotten Gods is really good. Okay. Actually, do I want to play 9 lives? I mean, it forces them to attack me. But right now, I'm nowhere near a Solemnity, actually. So I should have probably just gotten another black source. Uh-oh. That's really bad, actually. Holy cow. Actually, no, it's fine. That's fine. Let's see what they get, right? It comes down to what they get here. They probably have, like, double Coco or something like that. Do I care about Scavenging Ooze? Not really. I mean, I care more about the Paradise Druid than anything else, right? I mean, everything else here is fine. This blanks them from being able to have the ability to get any mana. What do I do? I'm gonna get rid of the Skoos, actually. Sure, Woe Strider hits the board, but Woe Strider right now... I'll guess that an infinite sack outlet is also a problem, but they can't actually target me with anything yet, so... I have to absolutely save this next Bedevil for their Bolus Citadel, though. If I could just find... Like, I think at this point I need to save Solemnity. I need to be able to go off on all in one turn. I need to find my other sweeper. So, like, a flame sweep would be nice right now. So that's 3, 4, and they have 6 mana total, right? Yeah, okay. So we can blow up this citadel, right? That's good. They have a land on top. Alright. They have another citadel. Wow. Unfortunate. Okay, sure. Yup. And now we've drawn another pointless land. I don't know if I can win anymore. Each player loses 2 life. Yeah, I don't think I can win anymore, right? Like, I mean, they have 2... I guess, like, I didn't need to blow up that ooze, but... no, because if I ever try to go off, the ooze would be able to eat the card hitting the graveyard. So I need to just kill the citadel really bad. So now they have 3 scries to find literally anything to do. Huh. We're too far away, actually. We still need to hit Solemnity plus something else, and that's just not likely. We don't have enough mana to go off all in one turn. Sure. Alright. They Thoughtseize themselves. That's good. Coco, that's a problem. If I don't find a board wipe, I'm dead. They're at 1, kinda, but, like, they get to go up to 2 because they're gonna eat Kroxa here. That's fine. They get 2 more mana, though, so I guess whatever's on top is not 3 mana and or not useful. 3, 6, 7, 8. They have 8 permanents right now. Oh, boy. Okay, so they're at 5 health. Yeah, it's just a sweeper or I think I'm dead. Pretty sure of it. Unless, of course, I find a way to, like, burn them out and then keep their health total low. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna make me sacrifice the creature. They're definitely looking for something, but... I mean, same deal. May as well, right? So if they have Rex Sage here, we're in trouble. Sure. Let's hope they use up a lot of their green mana. If they use up all their green mana, that won't feel so bad. The issue is that Priest of Forgotten Gods is still there, so we still need a board wipe. As long as Priest is there, they can always sack their own stuff. Or they can make us sack our Moth. Alright. They're bottoming that. They could try to draw a card right now. Gosh darn it. It's always that annoying Rex Sage. Alright, yeah, we're dead. We're dead. We can't win here. Unless we... Well, I guess I wish we had a Stomp now, but... Yeah, no, we're dead. They just get Mayhem Devil, and then they spend the mana, and they're good. Like, they sack, whatever, any of these to Phyrexian Tower, Rex Sage. Then they go and just get the Mayhem Devil, put it on the board. They have a silly amount of sacrifice, and I still have no out, right? I'd have to draw, like, I still need a sweeper. But I guess they can't target me with Mayhem Devil specifically, so that's the nice thing. If they play both creatures out, then we win the game. So as long as they don't play the other Priest of Forgotten Gods, they're okay. Sure. Six permanents. Can they ping us 6 times? That Rex Sage again. I was hoping we'd get Gideon's Intervention at any point, but we never drew any of the hate pieces against them. So they were able to just kind of go off. They are at 1, so if we find a Stomp, we can win the game, but I know we don't have any more Stomps. Oh, wait, but we have this. Sure, I guess I play the Broodmoth. Why not? See if they notice there's a difference. If they do anything right now, the thing is to make sure that they sacrifice with Priest. Okay, so how do I win? As soon as it hits the yard, they're going to cast something, right? I gotta do it now. Unfortunately, they have the ability to eat the thingy in the yard, which is a problem. I want to see if they know they can do it, because they can. I have nothing else to do. I'm dead next turn. Alright, good game. Ooh, this is a pretty good start. We have almost everything we need. Alright, start off with that. Go into a turn 3 Solemnity, assuming that we don't get, like, Thoughtseize or something like that. We actually have the whole combo. Play Solemnity, pass. Alright, how dangerous is it for me to let that, to like play the Moth out there? I think it's pretty dangerous, actually. I feel like we have to set it up to where I can go off all in one turn. Alright, Overgrown Tomb. Reveal this card. Yeah, you got it. Let me search for a basic reveal, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. I don't know what Farfinder's gonna do, but I'm gonna get rid of it now. Okay. I'm gonna play Giant as a way to just bait out removal. If they have removal, they're gonna use it now. Alright, so they're all creatures. Oh, but that means Chupacabra and all that too, right? But we win this turn. They're dead. They're dead. Yeah, they tapped out. They're dead. And so here's one of the ways you can win with this deck. It's less clicks than winning with Cat, but it's still a way to win. And we're just gonna keep doing this over and over and over until they hit 0. On the brighter side, it is fun that there is like another combo that we can play. So like now Historic has combos. It has this. It has like a self-mill combo. And then of course it also has the cycling combo. Alright. So they're all creatures. Huh. I guess Gideon's Intervention. 9 lives isn't bad. Alright. Bone Crusher seems good. I'll shave a Thoughtseize. Let's try this. I don't think Languish is gonna do much, right? I feel like most of their stuff is gonna be surviving against the like all of our Languishes. Maybe Ritual of Soot, however, could be okay. We have okay, so we just save this as a draw. Yeah, sure. We have enough lands to where we know we don't need Savai Triome anymore. Let's see what they're playing on turn 3. So they're a Mutate deck. Mutate sharp of your graveyard to your hand. Whenever this creature mutates, you gain 4 life. That ramps them. Yeah, I don't want them ramping at all. Alright. Oh, I probably should have played the Sacred Foundry. Maybe I should have kept the castle, because yeah, just in this case, like, for this kind of situation, where we're just going to keep drawing, like, lands. Gideon's Intervention name what? Boneyard Lurker? No. I'm not really sure what, like, to name out of a Mutate deck. And at the same time, I think we're okay, because the good news is they're mostly just one stack, right? So they're one creature. They don't go wide, so I could just play 9 lives and blank the most of the Mutate deck for, like, the entire game. I am afraid of them having, like, something like Farika's whatever to make me sack an enchantment. I'm assuming they just didn't get a land. Oh, we might be getting Assault Rope already. Whoa, 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 whoa! Getting the Assault Rope already! Nice! Well, if we're already getting the Salt Rope, I can't be complaining. It feels good. I do actually really like Salt Rope. It doesn't make great for content, but at the same time, it does. Because it's like, it's my time to, like, you know, maybe try to rap or, you know, focus on my poetry career. Who knows? Roses are red. Violets are blue. So are you. Ha! Boom! Did it. My brain is huge. My brain is huge. And look at that. Oh, even with the timeout. You know what, bud? I'll take my turn. Thank you, though. And let's go and play 9 lives. No, actually, I don't want to make them... Let's see here. We'll just name stuff now. Boneyard Lurker. Your turn, opponent. Your turn. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Because they're still going to rope. Lol. You know what goes great with chips? Salt. Same with fries. And you know what? I'll just pitch a little off my opponent, and it'll be good. Just a little off the opponent. Just a little off. Oh, 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 oh. There it is. Just a little bit. Ah, yeah, there you go. Put that on fries. Ah, feels good. Feels good. Bathe in it. See, normally people would be upset about this, but the one thing I've learned is you really just got to stew in it. You got to marinate in it. Because you got to relish these moments. They're great. You haven't even done anything, and you know it's good. You know what I mean? Like, you haven't done anything, and they're already upset. Oh, man. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm not. Not really, but, like... Oh, dude. So much sodium. Thank you. Thank you. You love to see it. 2 of the 3 combo pieces are here. Solemnity, Broodmoth. So now it just doesn't matter, right? Whatever we can get... Any of the, almost everything after this is, like, solid, right? Like, we can draw Fanatical Fire. Oh, no. Thought Erasure. Yep. Well, we're going to probably Thoughtseize them back then. Postboard, like, I have a strong feeling they play 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Thought Erasure. So, postboard, I'm probably just going to, like, hit them with the 3 ley lines to turn off a ton of their discard spells. However, this is still a rough matchup because it's control. Yep. Mothra gone. Oh, man, and we drew the combo. Well, good news here, though, is that we have the enchantment on the board. Enchantments are usually hard for Grixis to deal with. Alright, I'll pass. So they play Nicol Bolas here. I'll have to exile something, right? I'm gonna cast Thrill of Possibility. If they have... okay, they don't have... Censor. Alright, so they have no counter magic, so it's probably removal, right? If they tap out, play Bolus, we win the game. Oh, they don't. They don't have that. Oh, we win the game. GG's. Huzzah! And we get there. And now that is the rest of that's the rest of the game. It is over for the opponent. So they had Innocent Blood. I gotta button mash the, like, the one thing you get to learn by playing this deck is APM gaming. By button mashing your spacebar, which you can probably hear in the background, it allows me to speed through this process. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. And this will just keep going. Yes. Yes. Although, there are no losers when you play against Grixis, because as long as somebody's playing Grixis, everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. Especially in a mirror match. Oh, it does feel bad beating a Grixis deck, but you know what? At the same time, we're almost a Grixis deck, so it works out perfectly. Scabby G's will probably get named on that one. 9 lives, probably not as important here. Let's see, what else do we not need? Innocent Blood. Alright, I think that's good. I think that's good. Actually, maybe I should have kept Bone Crusher instead. Kept an Innocent Blood over Bone Crusher. Perfect. We're keeping this hand. Alright, so they are the Grixis control deck. Submit. So now we don't have to worry about Thoughtseize. And we probably blank like a ton of their spells with that. Let's take a look at their hand. Get rid of Bolus. Alright, and GG's. No, I want something better. Oh boy. Alright, well, we have the combo. Almost have the combo, actually. So I guess it's my choice. Which one do I want to go for? I think this is cheaper, more mana efficient, so let's keep that. We just need to find Solemnity. Alright, I'm gonna get a mountain. So they're probably also Jund Sacrifice. Let's see. That sucks. I didn't... You know what? I'll just hold up the mana. That sucks. We just don't have another land again. Oh, boy. Or we did not draw a land on this one. That just feels bad. So we'll see if we don't hit the third land, or the fourth land, and third and fourth land, we're not going to be able to stay in the game, but... Oh, yeah. We're in a lot of trouble now. Yeah, okay. It looks like it's over. Like, they're gonna accelerate way past us, and they probably... Oh, actually, if they're Field of the Dead, I guess there's a shot, right? Sure. So they only have one land. That was their only land in hand. Yep. Seems about right. Shuffler, thank you. Escape Shift. Yeah, all of it's miserable. I see the combo they're going for, so I guess Dread Presence, right? Alright, sure. Another land. I would kill for one of those. Alright. 2 lands it is. Thank you, game. Alright, we still get... Hold on. Actually, how do I do that? It deals 2 damage, right? So if I find Solemnity plus having this, I think that's good enough to, like, keep us alive. Sure. It's not great, but... Man. We are actually just going to die to not having lands? That feels bad. Alright, kill that. Wait for them to play Citadel, I guess, but... They could probably go off once they play Citadel. Yeah. I just hope they have, like, double lands or something on top. Uh-huh. They scry. Okay, so that's to the bottom, so that's probably a land. Oh, man. Not going well! They're gonna take Bedevil, thankfully, but... Dryad, sure. Jeez. Alright. We'll go for that. 9 lives. I'm just gonna go to 2. I guess they could also just make me sack a ton of permanent, or sack 10 permanents, and then we lose the game. We're very dead, actually. Because they just keep going, right? Because then Bolas' Citadel gets around 9 lives. It just makes it so it's a loss of life, as opposed to dealing 10 damage. Alright, they got it. That was fun. Okay. Stomp's gonna go out. It doesn't really kill enough. Tumor Exarch, sure. The Devil's good. The issue is they still have the really, like the Sloth. So if they have Sloth, that's a problem. Yeah, I just gotta keep it like that. No lander. 1 lander. Okay. 4 landers. I'll keep this, whatever. You know what? I'm probably going to push back one of those. Submit. So we mulligan to 5. Really, though, we started at, like, what, 3 lands or something like that? So, sure. Or, like, 4 cards in hand. Solemnity. Yeah, I'll keep both of these. These are all good. We're just going to hope that we get to curve out. If they have Rex Sage or something like that, we're in trouble. They have Maelstrom Pulse, we're in trouble. They nabbed a land. I'm gonna ping myself for 3 to get a draw. We need to get ourselves back in this game because we mulliganed into Oblivion. And I have to hope that they just have Thought Seizes and stuff like that too. Sure. Yep. Alright, so we've got a lot of real estate this game. That's not an issue. Sure. They can't target me. So I guess they'll just draw cards. If I draw Luminous Broodmoth here, I win the game. Languish is good. Alright, Broodmoth, we win the game. Alright, there we go. And on a mulligan to 4, we still got there. Alright, cool. So I was right in assuming that they played Thoughtseize. I don't know why they wouldn't, right? If you're playing black, I guess, why not? Unless you have, like, Thought Erasure and you can't gain a ton of life. But I think for their deck, they're okay with that. Alright, and we just keep doing this over and over and over and over. I might want to add Flicker of Fate into the sideboard. Flicker of Fate will be really good against, like, decks like this. Because they get to... They might have something that blows up our stuff. Or like, you know, our enchantments, so we can, like, flicker that. They could try to blow up our Moth. We can flicker the Moth. There's a lot there, actually. I feel like Thoughtseize isn't amazing against them. So, go ahead and probably keep, what? More card draw? Just try to focus on getting to our combo. We'll keep... We have Grim Tutor to find something. Gideon's Intervention, that can name either... I think I'm going to name Bolas' Citadel, right? Yeah, I think I just named Bolas' Citadel. And it's weird, but I gotta go ahead and grab Solemnity, first off. Okay, I gotta blow that up. Do they have all the mana already? Alright. 3/5 mana, so they put me down to 18 here. What do they have in hand? Oh, come on, you're joking me with that. I should have just Grim Tutored for a land. I knew it. Yep. Okay. What is my way of winning? I have Solemnity. At this point, I think I've just got to hope that I can survive, right? If I draw a land here, an untapped land, I can win the game, potentially. Okay, so they Thoughtseize themselves. Ooh, I actually would have kept that removal spell, and that we will punish them if we draw a land this turn, because they Thoughtseize themselves to throw away. Oh, it doesn't matter. I've got to do what I can, and it's to hope that they don't have any way to go off. Dread Presence is annoying, but we have Hexproof. Can they get 10 permanents this turn? Three, 6, so they have 6 permanents. They get a zombie soon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 6. So they need 4 more permanents. They find Scape Shift, they can go off. Alright, do they have removal? Alright, we got him. GG's! I'll take the play. I have the combo to keep us alive if it's a red deck. Or any kind of like aggro deck. Alright, I'm gonna probably pitch 9 lives. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely pitching 9 lives. Alright, not bad. Really? Just cannot get any lands. That's unfortunate. Alright. It's fine. I mean, we can Innocent Blood. I just wanted to take that turn right then and there to do it, right? Because if I don't, I'm going to definitely lose the game. And now we have a little bit of a problem because also they could Spell Pierce us, and I'm very concerned about that. Good news, we have Thoughtseize, so sure. Alright, deck. Give me lands. Not a land. Alright. Sure, that's fine. They can God's Willing. We have Innocent Blood. You got it. And now we pass. They don't have Spell Pierce, so I can probably just drop 9 lives on them. Like, that's the first thing I want. Alright, pass. Now if I can get Solemnity on board. Alright, their turn. I don't know if they can actually ever kill us now. Like, I'm pretty sure the opponent never kills us. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Ritual's good. Can name, like, Feather with that. Alright, so what don't we want? Bone Crusher's not great. Innocent Blood's an all-star, so that's gonna stay in. Exarch, sure. Devil's decent. Alright, let's try this. I guess I can keep this. We have almost all the comp. I mean, Grim Tutor's just gonna go and grab Solemnity, right? That's the most important part. Alright. Sure, Dora. Or Dorat. That's gonna go fetch me a white source. I have to imagine they're playing counterspells though now. I don't know, maybe they have the Stifle Bird and I don't want to get caught out with that. So let's go ahead and just do this now. Soulscar Mage, you got it. Does this resolve? Alright, Solemnity. Gimme. Alright, Opt. So that now makes it so that's 3 damage. Hopefully I don't die this turn. That's the only concern. They could kill us. They very much so can kill us. Oh, that's brutal. So that's 9, so 4 more damage. Wow. Exacxes on the dot. Very nice. That was very nice. They got exactly 13 on us. Very good. Very good. Alright, I'll keep. That was brutal. They had everything there. I guess I could have just played 9 lives, but I figured like what I mean, 9 lives probably would have bought me more time. So probably should have just played 9 lives, right? Alright, sure, throw that away. Get rid of the Soulscar Mage right now. Pass. That's fine. That's all fine. What's not fine is that we haven't found a red source to cast this, so. Sure. If we do not find a red source, we're in a lot of trouble. They need to find a threat. They found one. Alright, so they have an answer for my Luminous Broodmoth, right? Currently. In the Reckless Rage. Oh, they'll always have an answer for it now. Do I have an out? That's not it. There we go. Found a red source. Go down to 10. I mean, I gotta try, right? Sure. What they don't know is how much more that card matters. Alright, so Thrill of Possibility, I'm just gonna go ahead and discard Thrill of Possibility, this to discard for that. Sure. It hurts all the same. It hurts all the same. Alright, so, like, the Reckless Rage actually matters a lot more than they think it does. I probably would have saved that over the Fight as one. Alright, and we got there. GG's. I guess I'll keep. What is a Luris deck? Like what could be an Luris deck? Is it cycling? No. Why would it be that? Oh, auras. Right, it's auras. Of course. Why wouldn't it be that? Take 4 here. I gotta make sure I get rid of something. Core Spirit Dancer. These are all problems. Staggering Insight's a problem, but Core Spirit Dancer's a bigger problem. Because yeah, I think I gotta get rid of Spirit Dancer. They Staggering Insight, whatever, but like they can't just keep drawing cards off this. Like that's way more card draw than a Staggering Insight. So right now, that's okay with me. However, if we find 9 lives right now, we can win the game. Or I mean like excuse me. If we find 9 lives, it'll be impossible for us to like pretty much lose, right? Like most of the Auras decks don't go wide. Sure, they'll have 100 life. I guess that could make a problem because then I'll have to click a lot, but otherwise it should be fine. Didn't draw it. Sucks. So I've got to try to resolve a Solemnity. Alright, it worked. I might be dead this turn, though. Sure. 5 damage. I need 9 lives. It's 9 lives or bust. Because at this point now, they've definitely got... Oh, man. That sucks so much, dude. Alright, I think this is the way to go. Black, black, red, red. Yeah, okay, cool. Pass. I don't think they're gonna tap out or do anything like that anytime soon, but it's all I can hope for, right? Innocent Blood is great in this matchup, but I don't have any in my hand right now, so... Okay, sure. Karametra's Blessing also ends us. It doesn't matter. We're dead. Like, I just gotta play to my outs, right? 9 lives? 9 lives. Right now. Come on. 9 lives. That's great. 9 lives. Yeah, they got this one. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay. 9 lives. That. Heliod's Intervention. Gideon's Intervention. Bone Crusher Giant won't save us. There's just too much stuff that they're doing. That's a problem. Kroxa, we can go down 1. Alright, let's try this. Okay. Not 9 lives, but we have card draw. But I feel like... Alright, you know what? I'll keep this. If I live, right, to turn 4, I can go and grab a 9 lives, hope that it resolves, of course, assuming that Grim Tutor even resolves, and then try to slam that. I just gotta live to turn 4. Alright, tapped. I mean, I could cast Discovery next turn. Is the 2 life... Yeah, you know what? I'll go for it. Alright, so we have all the mana we need, right? And this doesn't cost me life next turn. So I go Grim Tutor, I grab 9 lives. I go Grim Tutor, get Solemnity. Alright. This will allow me to survive for a little while. I can tank a little bit of damage. I don't have to jam 9 lives immediately, which is nice. Sure. So they Spell Pierce me. They draw tons of cards. The question is, do they have Negate? Does this resolve? Alright. Currently, the first thing to do, the first, business that we need to do, okay? That's 4. I'm down to 8. They draw a card. If they have double Spell Pierce, I'm in trouble. I can pay for 1. I can't pay for 2. Sentinel's Eyes. All right, perfect. I mean, they have Karametra's Blessing. I think that's what that's showing right now. And now I don't know if they can win if this resolves, right? Like, I mean, if I get to keep Solemnity on top of that, it's going to be real bad for them because they won't get to draw any cards. It prevents all the damage. Sure. Adonto, you got it. Let's see if this resolves. Alright, cool. So, as long as that's there, we never take damage. Great. And the counters never get placed on 9 lives, so... Alright, and we got there. We shut down the Boggles deck. Feels good. That's exactly what I wanted. The Languish isn't bad. Thoughtseize isn't great, so let's go with that. I think the only thing I like about Thoughtseize is that it clears the way and maybe picks off a few of their threats, but I'm not sure I need it. I'd rather just blow up their enchantments, I guess. I should mulligan this. Whatever. Alright. We're likely to lose this one now. We don't have anything to do. Alright, that's solid. Solemnity is a very solid thing. Now we just gotta find one of our 9 lives to stay alive. And that's it. Gideon's Intervention. I'll take a Gideon's Intervention. At least that kind of does something against our opponent. I can name like Mistcloaked Herald, forcing out a second threat. Sure. Do they have Spell Pierce? I mean, if they do, it's better like they use this now than on 9 lives, right? I think they care more about 9 lives than they do this. If I'm my opponent, I care more about the 9 lives. So, okay, that's fine. So now we can try to resolve another spell on them, right? Curious Obsession. Okay, that's a problem. They're going to start to draw more cards. See, that's an issue. So Gideon's Intervention is like what I'm relying on now. Selfless Savior, that's fine. Does this resolve? Mistcloaked Herald. Alright. Take 1. Mistcloaked Herald does nothing. I'd rather keep the Savai Triome in my hand right now to draw a card. Sure, I'll take another 1. They've got to get that Lurrus into their hand. There you go. Interesting. A lot can go wrong here if I go to 3. But I need the 9 lives. Alright, so I'm at 3. I die if they have anything that, like, all that glitters. Sure. Alright, so we have that. We're safe now. Maybe they counter this. I can't use that anymore. That card's dead. I have 3 life, so I have to naturally find what I'm looking for, which is Solemnity. I've lost 1 to a Spell Pierce, but this buys me a lot of time. Or enough time. Oh, you know what? I could have kept that. No, I could have gained the life. Oh, yeah, that's right. I could have gained the life. Sure. Resolves decline. Okay. So I'm at 4 counters. This will reduce the amount of counters that are used on me. Like, they just sack everything around, like, Lurrus, and that's okay. Sure, so now I only take 2 counters worth of damage, right? All that glitters. Curious Obsession, sure. Oops, I don't think they meant to do that. If I would've kept the Grim Tutor, I would've gained the life, gone to 1, grabbed Solemnity, and that'd be that. Alright, so now I just gotta hope that I can survive long enough. I just don't know how I would do that. Uh-huh. Sure, so we let them hit us with that. You got it. You got it. You got it. And so the goal now is to force them into a spot where they attack and, you know, no blocks. Sure. Yeah, we'll do that. Pass. Selfless Savior. You got it. Sure. Destroy 4 enchantments on them. Actually, you know what? Cancel. Cancel. Let's do 5 because there's no reason to leave them with that. So, this. What the heck? Is the game not working? Why can't I blow up 5? I don't understand what's going on. Whatever. Let's just go for this then at this point. I don't know. The game might blow up if I don't. That was really weird. It just like wouldn't let me highlight. It was like stuck. So now they've got to sacrifice one of their pups. Keep that alive. Sure. You got it, buddy. I need to find like something that isn't this. Or that. It's getting a little frustrating. Okay. So it's the same deal all over again. Sure. So if they decide they want to go for this, that's perfect, right? I'll let that happen, and then I'll just, like, I'll block it, and then we can trade. There you go. You got it. And I will gladly trade here. They can keep their selfless, they can sacrifice their selfless savior, or don't. It's up to them, because we can always just cast this again. And now, maybe we can actually, like, blow up their... Do I dare try to get fancy? No, I'm going to play this first to get rid of that mystery card. Woo! This is a close one here. Mystery card is probably a land or something, right? Ooh, a Spell Pierce. So that was a good call on my part. I was worried they might have counter magic, and because of that, we have Solemnity, and that's GG's. And we actually got there. We got 5 wins, 1 loss. We get completely stomped by Jund Sacrifice, and that's, you know, no surprise there, right? Because Bolus the Citadel is a loss of 10 life. And on top of that, now that they've added Coco, they can easily find Rex Sage to deal with our Solemnity, which is a little bit of a threat, and that's why I'm starting to think that maybe we need to sideboard something like Flicker of Fate. This way, when they target the Solemnity, we can flicker it, protect it, and whatnot. Other than that, though, the deck felt quite fun. I wouldn't say this deck is tier 1. I would say that we got pretty lucky. We want to play against the slower decks, the ones that let us set up. Red deck, which is pretty prominent, is something that we really want to look for 9 lives and immediately have. Like, that is probably one of the more important things, but you do have to remember that Stomp does prevent stop damage prevention. So that's why we have things like Gideon's Intervention to name Stomp. We also have, you know, like Gideon's Intervention to name Coco and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that gives our enchantment Shroud, so you know what? I think we'll have to make do. But for right now, the combo is there. There are combos, but it is a little fragile if people start packing main board hate. Which, if this deck ever takes off, I assume a lot of people will be ready for it. But the deck is very fair and very easy to deal with because they could also just pack removal and kill the Broodmoth. So, other than that, though, the deck was a blast. If you want to try it, the deck is fun, but once again, I cannot stress this enough. It is not a tier 1 deck. It's just a good time. So, if you want to, feel free to craft it. Other than that, as always, thank you so much for watching the content here on MTGGoldfish.com. If you want to continue to support, feel free to leave a like and a sub and hit the bell icon to be notified when a brand new video comes up. Other than that, your friendly neighborhood Asian Avenger signing out, and I'll see you at the next one.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.